Hey everybody, and welcome to Love Your Mobile.
He's Fun.
And she's Mary Lou.
And this is the TV show about mobile phones, recorded entirely with a mobile phone at the Phone Doctor Studio in London Bridge.
Yep, it's a show which gives us the latest news, excitement and passion about the mobile phone industry.
And ladies and gents, have we got a love-filled journey in store for you.
We're looking at a new iPhone 3G.
And we're also going to be having a chat with Lebara, the international calling MVNO that is shaking up the market with its cheaper rates.
And you're also talking to Blick, aren't you, Mary Lou?
Yes, that's right. I'm going to find out how they use advertising to give their customers free calls and texts.
Of course, we've got another lesson in love with our resident love doctor.
But first, it's over to the newsroom to get the Love Your Mobile news headlines.
Hello and welcome to Love Your Mobile News.
Using mobile broadband in Europe is going to get cheaper. In a step to fight data roaming caps from the European Union, T-Mobile has cut down roaming charges to as low as £1.50 per megabyte. Other networks are expected to follow this move.
Us Brits love to text. A report from the Mobile Data Association revealed that over 57 billion text messages were sent in 2007 in the UK, compared to 42 billion in 2006. That's over 1,800 texts per second.
At last, there's a phone with more hype than the iPhone. The iPhone 3G was announced on June 9th with faster data speeds and built-in GPS for improved location-based services. Apple has prepared a 22-country launch for July 11th. And finally, a zoo in Toronto has been flooded with calls followed by prank text messages.
Hundreds of people called up saying they have received text messages asking them to urgently call Mr. Giraffe, Mrs. Elephant, and Mrs. Anaconda. That's it for now, folks. More next time. Back to the studio.
Before you start screaming child labour, let us reassure you that our junior newscasters are not poorly paid, nor are they exploited.
We just don't pay them.
And speaking of not paying, Youth Virtual Network operator Blick has been making a big shout about its monthly allowance of free calls and texts that it gives its customers in exchange for receiving promotional messages.
With its advert-funded model, it certainly turns heads. Mary Lou goes out to find out more.
Thanks, Faisal. I'm here with Tom Guttridge, who is the head of creative and production for Blick, and he's going to take us through some of the campaigns a Blick user would receive on their mobile phone. Tom, which ones are you going to show us today?
We've got two on here. We've got a semi-pro campaign, which is a video campaign which we've done, and we've also got a Nick Hornby campaign, which is an MMS that was sent out and then they get an audio preview back. I've actually got a few other campaigns on here, so it might be worth me just flicking through the phone and we just pick ones ad hoc.
Well, that sounds good. Good to see what a Blick user will actually receive on their handset.
Lovely.
So we said there's two campaigns, obviously the semi-pro and also the Nick Hornby, but just flipping through here, I've got lots of other creative which I can show you. So we've got Operator Please here.
Oh wow, quite loud.
So of course this is video content that's just sent straight through to their handset. We would send that to people who said, yeah, I want to hear more about Operator Please.
Do they get to keep these little clips
They
that you
can keep
send?
that, yeah, they can save that down to their phone. Here's one for the Nick Hornby that we spoke about earlier on.
Right.
So for example, a near pixel perfect image comes in
Really
there,
clear.
and it says at the bottom, free audio preview. So right at the bottom, you can see there they've got the scroll down that says, do you want to receive that, yes or no? So they would go, yes, I would. And there's also a quick tip that says you can save that as your wallpaper if you need to. So again, I can stop that at any time.
Yeah.
And then I can reply. So if I did reply to that, then I would get this preview through.
If I'm going to tell this story properly, without trying to hide anything, then there's something I should own up to, because it's important.
And then this one goes on. It goes on for just under a minute. And again, that can be saved and listened to in their downtime. That's not a problem. Now, if I was to reply no to that, I don't want to hear anything from that at all. Well, that's fine as well. And they always get a reply back. Not your thing. We'll visit and we drive them online.
Yeah.
Penguinbooks.com and pick up a free wallpaper. So they still get some sort of content.
Yeah.
And I mean, it works really, really well. We're getting good response rates. I mean, this one we're up above 60% on our response rate. So when you can compare that to online, 0.1, 0.2, then it's a good area at the moment to be in. So I mean, when they actually come in, the messages, they come in like this. It says show message there. You can see that. It says yes, please. Would you like to receive a clip from Will Ferrell's new comedy, Semi-Pro, in cinemas now? Yes or no? That Shift 6 symbol there, just before the Y, means it's free for them to respond. It doesn't cost anything at all.
Excellent.
So yeah, I want to reply to that. So to that. Yep. even if they would put yes, we'd still reply to that as well.
Yeah.
Some people go hell yeah, and we can still pick
as
up
long
that
as
every
there's a Y
now
in
and
it,
then.
is it?
Well, yeah. So that's now been sent off, and then there'll be a couple of seconds delay, obviously, for that message to go through, and then you get one back straight away. Want to see more? Yes, I do. So I can click to view that. Good old Jackie Moon. So it's that video content they've actually just downloaded to their phone. There's no buffering, there's no stream, it's downloaded straight away.
Yeah, that's quite good quality actually.
Okay, well thanks Tom, that looks like you've got a really interactive service there.
Yeah, we think it looks good. We're pleased with it at the moment. I mean, because all our members are profiled, they're getting the content and communications they're actually wanting. So.
Yeah. Okay, well that sounds good. Alright, well we'll be back after the break to talk about the 3G iPhone.
Keeping in touch sometimes can be a very frustrating business. However, it shouldn't be that hard. At Phonehouse, we want you to feel good about your mobile. We want you to feel good about our service. And we want you to feel secure in our commitment to you. But that's not all. At Phonehouse, we believe every customer is a happy customer. So come down to Phonehouse and feel good with us today. Phonehouse, feeling good about mobiles.
Sometimes you want to feel the music. And sometimes you want to play. And sometimes you just want to let it all out. Do whatever you want to do on your jailbroken iPhone from Phone Doctors.
Welcome back, guys. If there was an Olympic medal for the most hyped handset last year, the iPhone would definitely win, hands down. With the announcement of the iPhone's big brother, Apple has set the hype levels even higher, if that was possible at all. But will it be able to build on the first model's success? Faisal heads out to get an expert opinion.
Hey folks, I'm here with James Boddy from Truephone, the mobile internet network operator. We're here to talk about the iPhone. Now I know Truephone's been doing a lot of work on the iPhone, which we can't talk about because your lawyers are standing right here. But what did you make of the launch, James?
Well, we saw a lot of stuff that we were expecting.
What caught your eye?
Well, let's talk about the obvious things first. First of all, 3G.
Fantastic.
3G data speed means that you'll be able to do full video streaming now, and a whole raft of applications that you just couldn't do before because you just didn't have the bandwidth.
Yeah, just without the Wi-Fi it wasn't possible, was it, to be honest?
Indeed, yeah. With an iPhone in Wi-Fi coverage, you can do lots of things, but take it away from the Wi-Fi and...
Now, Apple brought us this whole concept of triangulation, but they've now added GPS into the mix as well.
Yeah, that's the next really big surprise. We've got a GPS receiver now in the 3G iPhone, and because that's in there, we're going to see a whole load of new applications based around location.
There was a lot in the presentation talking about location-based services, so I mean that seems to be a big thing coming up now at the moment.
Absolutely, and we've got a number of applications based upon that, which we haven't.
Talking of applications, and in a presentation which I saw as well, a good range of applications demonstrated, and there seems to be a vast array of stuff coming out, which makes it so much more than a phone now, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that was one of the big phenomena of the original iPhone were the third-party applications that were
jailbroken and stuff. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That were for the jailbroken phone. What's happened now is that Apple have brought those in-house.
If anything disappointed you about the new release, people talk about the camera being only 2 megapixel, no front-facing camera.
Well, yeah, we're stuck with the same 2 megapixel camera that we had on the original iPhone.
Are they keeping something up their sleeve for the third iPhone?
Well, perhaps, but they've got to keep the production costs down, because remember, the end-user price of the new iPhone is going right down.
So just tell me, is our love affair with Apple set to continue? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I think the new 3G iPhone is going to be a massive, massive hit, and it's going to sell extremely well.
Oh, thanks for that, James. We've got the expert opinion. Back to Mary Lou in the studio.
Wow, well, he certainly seemed impressed.
Well, I guess he thought, I love the iPhone.
That is so not funny on so many levels. Anyway, folks.